The best 32-inch TV for 2024, small screens for any budget. The best 32-inch TVs are smarter than you think. In fact, many of the best 32-inch TVs are packed with a stack of smart features, useful tech, and deliver strong picture performance, despite not featuring the same high-end screen tech as larger models. But this means they're much cheaper than their bigger siblings, when so many of us are watching our money to make sure we're not spending more than we can afford. 32-inch sets are often very wise buys. It's worth pointing out that, if you're looking for a 4K TV, you won't find it at this size. That's because at 32 inches, you simply won't get the benefit of all those extra pixels, so you'd be paying for something you can't really see. These TVs have either HD or 1080p resolution, and that's more than sharp enough. We don't think you get any benefit from 4K until you step up at least one size to one of the best 40-inch TVs. It's much better to have HDR instead. That gives you much more dynamic and lifelike images, no matter what display resolution you have, and some of these TVs include it. We still test 32-inch TVs, the same way we test anything else, though. We're looking for rich contrast, realistic colors, and user-friendly smart TV software, with all the key services on. We just obviously expect a different level of performance from these much cheaper TVs compared to more expensive models, and we take their price and size into account when judging them. Number 1. Samsung 32-inch class QLED for Q60C series smart TV. The best 32-inch smart TV you can get is the Samsung Q60C. It's one of the few 32-inch TVs with a 4K resolution and includes several smart features, making it the best 32-inch television available in 4K. However, the 32-inch model has worse contrast and a more reduced feature set than the 65-inch model we tested. Still, most of the core features are there. Although it's expensive for a small TV, it offers significantly better picture quality than other 32-inch models, and the combination of a small screen and a 4K resolution results in an extremely sharp image. It runs Samsung's 2023 Tizen OS interface, which is quick and easy to use. It also has a great selection of streaming apps, helping make it the best 32-inch 4K TV. It can even be wall-mounted, which is great if you want to tuck it into a corner of your kitchen or mount it on a swing arm. The 2024 Samsung Q60C QLED is also available and comes in a 32-inch model. It gets brighter in HDR and has a faster response time, but it's still not bright enough for an impactful HDR experience, and fast motion is still quite blurry. It's also currently a lot more expensive than its predecessor, so unless you want the increase in HDR brightness, you're better off buying the cheaper Q60C while it's on sale. Number 2. TCL 32-inch Class S3 1080p LED Smart TV. The TCL 3 series isn't the most technically impressive model in our best TCL TVs guide, but it does offer a lot for the price. At a 32-inch size, this small TV packs in full HD resolution, direct full array dimming, and even the excellent Roku operating system, found on a host of other TCL TVs. Roku is the saving grace of this cheap TV, adding a sleek and well-organized smart platform with substantial app support, Netflix, Disney+, Apple TV+, Hulu, and more. 3 HDMI ports give you a lot of connectivity options too, while the 60Hz panel doesn't hurt either. Testing also revealed good color representation. Though you don't get jaw-dropping color here, the basic boxes are all checked off. I noticed during testing that the blue primary is a touch on the magenta side, while the red primary is a bit orange, but these kinds of small errors are common with factory calibration, even on much pricier TVs. The average flavor of white/grayscale elements is also a bit on the cool side in movie mode, but it's still well within tolerances for overt visibility. What does this all mean for you? As you might expect from a $200 TV, the 3 series does just fine for streaming movies and TV shows, even if you like dimming the lights. But due to its resolution and refresh rate, 60 Hz, it isn't a great choice as a computer monitor or as a display for newer gaming consoles. If you're just looking for something basic to use for binging TV, though, you'll be satisfied. I watched a bit of 3 Hours to Kill a Western from 1954, and found the 3 series did a good job with presentation, preserving tricky palettes like skin tones and lowlight scenes quite well. However, I really think this TV shines when used for animated content, with less filmic darkness and low-level coloration to struggle over. Number 3. Roku 32-inch Select Series 720p HD Smart Roku TV. If you're looking for a cheap 32-inch TV and don't need anything special in terms of performance, check out the Roku 32-inch. It's an ideal choice if you need a small TV and care less about picture quality, as the 32-inch model of this TV is limited to a 720p resolution. Like other TVs that come in this size, it has limited features, inadequate image processing, and no advanced gaming features. If you want better image quality and have the space, consider the 40-inch model, which has a 1080p resolution. It comes with the great Roku TV Smart Platform, which is extremely fast, simple, and easy to use, with a great selection of streaming channels. It has a good remote, with an integrated microphone, for voice commands, or you can also give commands through the Roku Companion app on your phone. You can also plug headphones into the remote for private listening, a great feature at this price point. Overall, the TV is decent and provides a good user experience, especially for the price. Number 4. Vizio 32-inch D-Series Full HD 1080p Smart TV. The new Vizio D-Series offers a surprising amount of smart TV features for an incredibly low price. Its picture performance is fine, despite the lack of extra pixels and HDR support, but its sound quality and poor upscaling leave a lot to be desired. It's above par compared to a few other remaining full HD TVs on the market, but it can't hold a candle to any of the 4K TVs out there. For an HD TV, the D-Series picture performance is actually above average. It has its issues that are especially apparent if you're used to watching some higher-end TVs, but if you're upgrading from an old CRT or first-generation flat screen, you'll be pretty impressed. The reason for that is the TV's moderately high brightness and decent black levels thanks to the full array lighting. With array lighting instead of side-lit LEDs, the D-Series can effectively black out parts of the screen for better contrast while keeping parts of the TV brightly lit. If you look closely, you'll notice a bit of light leakage off to the side and more of a gray tone instead of outright black, but by and large the brightness and black levels are quite good at this price point. Where the TV is less strong is in its color reproduction and saturation. Without HDR built in, this TV can't produce as many colors as a 4K HDR screen can. The results are images that are less vibrant than what you'd find elsewhere. Two other problems are the TV's IQ processor and its native refresh rate. It's simply not equipped with all the tools it needs to remove grain from space scenes in movies like Star Trek, nor is it ready to handle sports with its basic 60 Hz refresh rate. None of that matters if you're only using it to watch cartoons or dramas, both of which look great here, but you're limited in what kinds of content you can watch. The good news is that gamers, mostly, will really like this TV. It has a dedicated game mode that offers less than 10 milliseconds input lag to make games play smoothly, and its 1080p resolution is perfect for last-gen consoles like the Xbox One, PS4, and Nintendo Switch. Number 5. Hisense 32-inch Class A4 Series FHD 1080p Google Smart TV. The Hisense 32-inch Class A4 Series TV offers a good native contrast ratio and black levels, making it a good option for casual users looking for a small FHD TV for a dark room. However, pro users might want to deter away from it due to its lack of 4K resolution and HDR. With an LED backlit screen and an HD resolution of 1366 x 768p, the Hisense 32-inch Class A4 Series has decent picture quality, even though it is far from being the best you can get on a 32-inch TV. Considering how cheap this TV is, the screen has bright colors and deep, dark blacks. Unlike some other affordable TVs, the colors aren't over-exaggerated nor are they too dulled out, so you actually get a great experience across movies and live TV. Having said that, you won't get the level of detail and clarity that you would from a pricier set. You'll notice this most when words are displayed on the screen. If you just intend to use this in a kitchen or bedroom, that won't be a huge issue though. There are a few different picture modes to choose from, including Cinema Day and Cinema Night, Dynamic, Sports, and Auto. I would mostly keep it on the auto settings, but having an option like Cinema Day is actually really useful, making the screen more visible in bright light and boosting the on-screen colors. At only 180 nits, you really won't get top-tier brightness levels, by any means. It's a problem during the day in particular. Don't expect to be able to see much on the screen if it's placed in a direct line of light, even with the Cinema Day setting switched on. Alongside the lack of brightness, the basic 60Hz refresh rate means this TV is unlikely to be great for console gaming.